Hi there, everybody. This is Lee, and I'm talking about a website called Fairvote that I often go to websites such as these to keep informed of what's happening at the nuts and bolts of electoral politics. Also, for ballot access, I visit sites such as Ballotpedia and Ballot Access News. But this is Fair Vote. They talk about ranked choice voting, make projections for future elections, things like this. And so it's very interesting if you're interested in things like that. There's several articles that they've done making projections for the 2018 U.S. House elections, and that hopefully people are paying attention and making plans as we progress through the 2017 special elections, filling in vacated seats as incumbents announce that they have to step down for whatever reason, or they're not, they've been promoted into the Trump administration, and that those seats are being filled as they come open. And so Fair Vote keeps those in mind. But they're also making predictions for 2018 based on past election statistics at the midterms. So they look to the past to get projections for what's happening in the future. And so what they're saying is that there is a lack of um, competition for these seats, and that the incumbents have the advantage, and that there are also structural issues that favor the Republican side in terms of winning seats. But they're keeping many factors in mind. And so they made their 2018 projections based on their tried and true methodology. And so that they project that of 435 House seats, that 429 incumbents will win re-election. That is, if those incumbents seek re-election. That sometimes, incumbents announce retirement, and so that throws the number off, of course. But they're saying that if every person in the House right now seeks re-election in fall of 2018, that 429 of them will win. And so, but they're also saying that there may be a few outside factors that will affect the projection. That one of them that is not listed is actually the presence of the Justice Democrats and what they're trying to do with targeting incumbents for repeal and replacement, that they plan to unseat incumbents. And it's not just on the Democratic side, but also the Republican side, that they're coordinating with the brand new Congress. And so from the Democratic side, that they're targeting the Justice Democrats, and then the brand new Congress are targeting Republicans for replacement. And that brand new Congress also plans to use independents as insurance for the general election if their primaries do not, if the primaries on the right and the left fail, that they'll use the independent as their insurance. And then there's the third parties too. And so many different things can happen. Two things that I feel need to be addressed by this effort at targeting incumbents is whether these two groups, the brand new Congress and the Justice Democrats, actually intend to call out election fraud when it occurs, not if, when it occurs. It's occurred in the past. It may occur in the future. And again, based on past practices, we have to kind of assume that was what was done in the past will be done in the future. And so that's one, if there'll be a concerted effort to call out election fraud. And then two, if there will be a resistance to the lesser evil voting that the presence of a right-left strategy might mitigate the need to sheep herd people back into supporting corporate Democrats. And so that's two questions of what the intention will be or the end goal. That even if a progressive Democrat is defeated in the primary, that there'll still be a chance for a progressive Republican to compete for that same seat as well. And then even if both the progressives on the right and the left are defeated in their respective primaries, that there'll be a progressive independent to run to the general. And so the question is, will they actually stick with that plan, or do the lesser evil sheep herding back into supporting corporate Wall Street Democrats, saying, well, that's better than nothing? So one, calling out election fraud, and then two, the sticking to the original mission, if they'll do that. Anyway, I'm going to post links to these articles at Fairvote so people can see the analysis that Fairvote has come up with of how they project the makeup of the House, the incumbency, how many that incumbents will win, and debate within themselves or with each other of whether targeting the incumbents, members of the duopoly, will be effective. And I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and post these links, and people can decide for themselves. Good luck.